COVID is easing up, which subsequently means that the Mosque COVID-19 regulations are easing up with it. So this will be the third Ramadan during the pandemic, and the number of positive cases are decreasing day by day. And subsequently, this means that the safety protocols are too. It's time to finally have a relatively normal Ramadan. So during yesterday's COVID media briefing by NCMA, they stated that new regulations will be put in place during the holy month of Ramadan and that there have been some major changes.
So for Ramadan 2021, mosque protocol stated that Isha and Tariwa prayers were to be capped at 30 minutes. Lectures and seminars were suspended, food distributions were prohibited, and women's prayer areas were closed.
This year, however, lectures and daily seminars are resuming in mosques. Women praying areas will be open and distribution of bottled water is allowed.
That's amazing. And volunteers will be present to monitor all precautionary measures in prayer halls. They will ensure all masks are being worn, single-use prayer mats are being used, and a 1 meter distance between worshippers is being practiced. Of course, other protocols include for the time between the Isha call to prayer and prayer 20 minutes, a period of 45 minutes devoted to the Isha prayer and the Tariwa prayer and the Witr.
And honestly, this is just exciting. It feels like Ramadan is finally coming together. I feel like one of the big things about Ramadan that we do every year is that we go to the mosque. We do this as a family. Every single prayer, we wake up at 4:30 a.m., go to the mosque, and every prayer after that. And Taraweeh prayer is the longest one. It lasts about like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the mosque that you go in. And also breaking your fast in mosque, which we can't do yet. You can still like bottled waters are being served, but you can't break your fast with everyone else with the mats. Honestly, that's what Ramadan's all about. Just like community and kindness and one another. Like,
yeah, that's so true. Like 3-4 years ago, I used to stay with my family right outside. Like I could see the mosque from my balcony, and every day in Ramadan they would set out a whole area would be kept out for like with mats and those small stools for these laborers, and they would come and break their fast there. They would give them food and fruits and dates and water and Lovin up. So it was just so sweet, and every single day, without fail, they would start setting up at a certain time and they would pack up at a certain time. Just like so much love and givingness and just wholesomeness.
Literally, and everyone would set everything up together. Everyone would clean up after one another. That's the best part. And honestly, it's one of my first Ramadan memory is going to a mosque where we'd be able to eat together. Didn't know that was a thing. I was literally like 5-6 years old. And I remember my cousin pulling out a packet of Twix and eating it. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with it. But it's memories,
You were fasting at that age?
I don't think I was fasting at that age, but I was taken to the mosque. I could even pray at that age. I remember that was the first time I went to the mosque and I was like, but what's everyone doing? But like, it's those types of Ramadan memories, and hopefully by next Ramadan we'll be able to eat together. But just having the Isha and Taraweeh prayers all be like fulfilled now, and that you can continue your worship hours or worship prayers one after another. It feels like things are finally falling back into place, guys.
Really feels like that. And also I wanted to ask, just want to note that right now, like the other day we had food in the office and everyone was just like, mine. But like when I used to look out my balcony, like they would share, like, you're hungry the full day and you would want that food all to yourself. But like, no, people are just so generous during Ramadan. Like they'll be like, oh, you like this, have some. Like you could literally see people were sharing, and just though like everyone was talking with each other, talking about the food, talking about their day. It's just a lovely time.
It honestly is. Like that's 100% my favorite thing about Ramadan.
Guys, we move on to our next